It is officially football week here in Western Pennsylvania. Hi again, I'm James Dotson. It's the Lawrence County Sportsnet powered by LCAP as we continue our Kickoff Countdown series leading up to the start of the 2025 football season here this Friday. Let's get right into that. We have two games being broadcast on Friday. Newcastle hosting Penn Hills, a great Week 0 matchup there. And, of course, a great county versus county game as Neshannock travels to Bessemer to take on Mohawk. That game, a instant classic last year. Neshannock getting the late win, come from behind fashion at home against the Warriors. We expect a great one there for sure. We'll have coverage of those and all sorts of football, volleyball, and even hopefully some golf and cross country here this fall. And, of course, always the annual Lawrence County Band Festival, all coming up this fall, part of our continued coverage, 150-plus broadcasts each year of high school events across the county of Champions. But we got to look back one more time to last season because it is time to find out our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Year. And this is going to be with some help from you folks at home in terms of making this happen. So this podcast coming out on Monday. On Tuesday is when the Twitter and Instagram and Facebook voting will take place for this to go from our semifinal battles into the finals. More on that in a moment. We will announce who those finalists are on our Wednesday show, our first preview show of the season, as we go beyond the scoreboard like we will every Wednesday throughout the football season. And then we will wrap things up with the final voting on Thursday with the champion awarded on Friday. So again, all those details will be on our social media, but the semifinal matchups on Tuesday for the voting. Announce on Wednesday who goes to the finals. Finals voting will be on Thursday. It's a 24-hour period on Thursday for the champions to be announced on Friday before kickoff. So let's get into it. So here's how it works. There are 4 semifinal battles, and each with 4 in them. Our 4 categories are football plays, basketball plays, diamond sports plays, and all other sports plays. And basically, we divided it based off of the number of broadcasts that we were able to get on the air during this past season. So, fair or not, basketball and baseball, softball and football are the broadcasts we're able to get the most coverage of over the course of the season. And then all of our other great sports, of which we have a plethora of awesome plays coming, both from all from volleyball. We have one from volleyball. We have one from soccer. We have one from bowling as well. How about that? And one from hockey as well. But we'll get into those as we go along. The 4 plays from each of those 4 categories go off against each other. The winner of each category will move to the finals. So you'll have one from each of the 4 categories going against each other to see who is our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Year. The requirements to be able to be in the finals, by the way, to make it to the semifinals, I guess I should say. It had to be the play that was awarded as play of the game during the actual broadcast, had to be by a county player, and it had to be in a game that was won by that team. So you couldn't have the play of the game, for example, being given to a team who ended up losing the game. So just as an example, last year we did a best of the rest where Lucas Stanley making a shot from the seat of his pants. That was not eligible for the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Year because Union did not win that game. So that's where the criteria comes in, just to try to wean it down a little bit because there are so many great plays over the course of a year. So we'll start the way our season starts, on the football field. The first of our football top plays from last year takes us all the way back to Week 0 from a year ago. And in overtime, how to end the game by serving up the interception to seal it. And when you look at it too, this play from Luciano Gagric started what was the most successful season at Elwood City in nearly 100 years. And it all came from beginning with winning this week 0 game.
Santini the snap. Santini looks to throw. Santini over the middle. It is intercepted, and Elwood City's going to win it.
Gagrich.
Luciano Gagrich in the end zone. Santini tried to thread the needle and fit it between two defenders, and Gagrich was right there to pick it off, and Elwood City escapes with a 14-7 win in overtime. What a game to start the 2024 season.
Incredible. Bouncing back, Gagrich has been coming up the gut hard all night, Eric. That time he backs off into coverage and is right in the right spot to pick it off. And Elwood City 1-0 in overtime, a 14-7 victory.
That's got it.
Our next game was also a non-conference game, but it also had major implications, though. Newcastle coming from behind in this Week 4 game against Knock and scoring 3 touchdowns in the last, basically 3.5, 4 minutes. Absolutely insane. This game winner from Kyrell Harris to Nate McKnight. Fans may have been leaving, Cleveland Cavaliers style. Guess what? Those who had to leave early, they missed an absolute treat. This dime from Harris to McKnight proving to be the game winner.
To his right, one to his left as they move right to left on your devices. Back to pass. Harris throws the bomb. He has Knight open. Knight at the 20. Knight touchdown. Nate McKnight gets the touchdown. Oh my goodness. And we have a 33-32 lead for the Canes with 2:04 still to play.
51 yards on the money. Perfect pass. And now up by 1. The Canes should be going for 2. They're going to get their offense out there to go for 2 to try to make it a...
Our final 2 games actually came in the same week of each other last year. First, we'll head out to Laurel, where the first play of the fourth quarter, give your athlete a chance to go make a play, and one of the most fantastic catches that you will ever see, especially at the high school level. Colton Carlson saying, "You got mossed."
Capobianco, as well as Wilmington D10 golf champion Santino Toscano for being named a September Red Zone of the month. And we get a completion down to the 1-yard line.
I didn't even see that happen, Lee. I looked down and he was falling on the 1-yard line with that completion.
So completion, first down and goal.
And our final football play, a road victory to keep Neshannock undefeated in the conference play. They go into the bag of tricks. Had everybody fooled on this one, as it was Mazzocco handing it to Anthony Aiken, giving it to Ethan Beeman. This is his only carry of the entire season. And it goes for 6 and a game-winning touchdown with just a couple of minutes left.
Ball at the 21-yard line. Mazzocco takes the snap. He'll roll out. Mazzocco gonna get it off. Yeah, and it was all the way in for a touchdown. That is Ethan Beeman. Beeman, it was a misdirection. Beeman had the ball, and the lead blocker was Mazzocco, and Mazzocco goes all the way around the right side, leading the way as Beeman gets into the end zone for the score.
So there are the 4 football plays. Luciano Gagrich from Elwood City, Kyrell Harris to Nate McKnight for Newcastle, Colton Carlson with the catch for Laurel, and the reverse for Ethan Beeman of Neshannock. Your Bailey Chiropractic Play of the Year nominations from the football bracket.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Let's jump over now to the winter sports, the basketball top plays of the year, and we'll start with Newcastle. This game was I think it actually was exactly tied at halftime between Newcastle and Fox Chapel. Newcastle explodes late in the third quarter and through the fourth quarter. They end up mercy ruling the Foxes in this game. But a big part of it was the momentum, and you could just feel the momentum completely leap through the roof at this play from Damian Harrison. Going baseline with the slam. And this actually ends up kind of leading not only to the win, but the momentum the rest of the year, really, for Newcastle, taking him all the way to a WPL championship. He had many monster slams this year. This was one of the best ones for sure from Damian Harrison.
Into the left corner, going to make a move, coming inside, and jam with the right hand. Damian Harrison now with 11.
Our next top play is going to take us to the opening round of the state playoffs. And, just looking on paper, this one doesn't, it doesn't flash like a dunk, obviously, but it's insanely significant. How about a three-pointer from Bobby Fadden, making him the all-time leading scorer in Mohawk basketball history? Impressive stuff. Oh, and he's back for his senior year coming this year as well. Don't forget that. Bobby Fadden breaking the record in the first round of the state playoffs.
You've got to think Fadden will be at the end of this. There he is. There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer at Mohawk with a tray to end the first quarter. What a way to do it for Bobby Fadden.
As he comes to the bench, embraced by his coaches and teammates.
After 50 years, we have a new Mohawk scoring leader, Bobby Fadden.
Our final two plays, both for the same school, both on the same night. Big plays from the Union Scotties in the WPIAL semifinals. We'll start with the first game tonight on the girls' side, where you had Kylie Frustorfer, the program's top scorer, absolutely just doing what she does best. She already sent the game into overtime with a late pair of free throws with less than a second on the clock. Here, she's left alone, and with ice water in her veins, drains the three-pointer that proves to be the winner in overtime against Aquinas.
Nogue will inbound. Throw towards midcourt, and Gunn's going to be able to leap up over the top of Dewar to get the pass. Dewar read it perfectly. Frustor for top of the key, alone for three. It's in! Union leads by 1. 18 seconds remaining. Timeout called by Union.
Unbelievable.
Your LCAP instant replay. Her fourth three of the night.
Union took the momentum from that first game, and then into game two. Really, it was game three between Neshannock and Union on the year. Lancers had won the first two in the regular season, but Union able to get it when it matters the most. Kind of a trend when you think about it throughout the course of Lawrence County sports here this past school year. But Lucas Stanley with 5 big points at the end of the quarter doubles the Scotties' advantage heading into the fourth, and the Scotties would hang on to seal a trip to the Peterson Event Center.
Lob inside goes to Stanley with 30 seconds to go. He's going to pull up for three. Yes!
Hand down, man down. First points of the quarter for Lucas Stanley. 8-point lead, largest of the night for either team.
15 for Stanley tonight. 18 seconds to go in the third. Anderton gets it to Wren. Wren looking for Quat. Davey trying to get loose. He'll step back for a deep three. Short. Rebound to the baseline, and Kelly saves it. Stanley's got to hurry. Gets across half court with 3 to go. Stanley, through traffic, slipped out of there at the buzzer, and he drains it for 2 for Lucas Stanley. 5 points to end the quarter, and it's 44-34. Union will take the lead to the fourth quarter.
That wraps up the basketball plays. Again, one of those 4 will be the top voter and will advance to the finals. Again, those voting coming on Tuesday for the semifinals, and then Thursday we'll have the official finals voting for your Melee Chiropractic Play of the Year. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Let's move now to the all sports category, and this is where we're taking a look. We have 4 different plays from 4 different sports over the course of the seasons, and we have 2 from the fall seasons and 2 from the winter seasons. In the fall, it was actually one of our first broadcasts of the year. Giada Toscano heading one into the back of the net for the Wilmington Greyhounds soccer program, one of the top goals that you'll see ever on a high school field. Well done, especially from an underclassman.
We're going to have a sliding effort.
Yeah, she went for the tackle there.
Did we get a whistle?
Where's the whistle?
They gave a whistle to just outside the box. That's going to be a free kick from a dangerous area.
Interesting.
Gabrielle Lawrence is going to take it quickly, going for the far post, and it's headed into the net.
What a nice design there. She led her perfectly over the middle, and she just leaned right into it. Was that Swenson?
No, it was Toscano.
Toscano.
Toscano gets her second here in the 30th minute on a beautiful free kick. They took it quickly. I thought it was going to be just a shot on goal towards the far post, but heading it right back where it came from is Toscano.
Our second play from the fall takes us indoors. Tegan Fortuna going into the stands to save a ball out of bounds. Give credit to Summer Haney to getting it over on third contact too, because that wasn't an easy shot, as you'll see in a second. But Fortuna flying into the stands, but then getting back up and being part of the combo block to win the point. Volleyball plays are always so impressive to see in full action. We had one actually nominated as a National Play of the Year contender a couple of years ago. This one certainly could be up there with those ranks as well. Tegan Fortuna in the stands for the Spartans.
The net, and it's going to run into the net. Nice save and get it back over. Big hit and dug out. Can they save it? 2 ball. They'll try to get this one over. They do. What a play. Big rally. Mark that down as a potential Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game.
In the winter months, we had our first ever bowling broadcast, and a lot on the line. Newcastle unfortunately ends up as the boys match, looking for their undefeated season, could not get the victory in the end. And the reason why this is still nominated, even though there wasn't a victory for Newcastle, is because it's the individual score that did matter. And in this play, you have Jenilyn Nero, who picks up an early split in her final game. She had a number she had to beat, and if she doesn't get this split early in that third and final game, she doesn't get the score that she needs to qualify individually for the WPIBL individual championship. So that's why she is included here on this list. The 5-10 split, picking it up, getting the spare, and working her way as a result onto not only the WPIL, but the state level as well. Tough split here on the second frame, back-to-back splits for Jenilyn Nero.
Yeah, this looks like what a...
And she gets it!
The 5-10.
Keep that one in mind if she can get to the number that she needs, because...
Yeah, that's a huge, huge split pick up there.
And we wrap it up by going onto the ice. We go to the hockey realm. Neshannock led this game 4-0 over Gateway. Gave up 4 goals in the third period. It was tied 4-4, and Neshannock was facing a 5-on-3 penalty kill. They're able to stave it off, and they go with less than 10 seconds remaining, officially 6 seconds on the clock, when John Monitis takes care of business and puts an end and puts one in the back of the net to keep Neshannock in victory lane.
Last 20 seconds of regulations. Lost the handle. Here's Grant Hennon. A neutral zone battle commences. Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score! John Monitis with 6.6 seconds remaining in regulation has stolen it back for Neshannock. They lead 5-4.
Well, check out the LCAP instant replay. Monitis getting the steal in center ice and coming down that left side, and just a snapshot. The water bottle went flying, hit the top of the net. The short-handed goal to make it 5-4.
Popping bottles. John Monitis, have yourself a great day.
So congratulations to our semifinalists, John Monitis of Neshannock Hockey, Jenna Lanero of Newcastle Bowling, Tegan Fortuna from Laurel Volleyball, and Giada Toscano from Wilmington Girls Soccer.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
We head now to the spring months, and again, just one of the top seasons of the year. A couple of state champions from the Lawrence County softball realm. Softball in general has been great. Baseball, always tough games, fun matchups to go along. So finding 4 plays was not entirely difficult to do when it all came down to it. We're going to start with a game early on the softball diamond as Mohawk hosting Elwood City. A tight game, 2 runners in scoring position in the last inning for Elwood City. And McKenna Stewart, who just made the switch to second base, able to keep the ball in the infield, get the out at first, and prevent the tying run from scoring, and essentially winning the game as the next batter would be retired. McKenna Stewart, though, going all out at second base.
This one lined to the right side. Diving play made by Stewart from her butt to first base to get the out. Throw behind to go into third, and they will not be able to get Dousman. Run does score, but right, for all intents and purposes, McKenna Stewart just kept this game a 1-run lead for Mohawk.
That was a beautiful play by Stewart. I don't know how she come up with that ball. Made the perfect throw to first, too.
And again, she just moved to second base. She was playing left field until this inning.
Second base is going to be a trend that we're going to be talking about here in Diamond Sports. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Keep an eye on that for a moment. The one play that doesn't involve a second baseman, though, we're going to go to the last series of the year on baseball. Neshannock playing against New Brighton. Game moved up to Slippery Rock University, and the freshman, Nathan Rickel, putting one deep and running around for the inside the park home run for the Gator.
Already ahead, and you've created damage now, obviously with that leadoff single or error now, I guess by Mezzanot. Just looking to just keep on making damage.
Now this one by Nathan Rickel, driven to deep center field, back and over the head of Bailey. Watch out, you said 1 home run on the year. This could be number 2. Rickel's not holding up. Here comes the throw. Inside the park, home run for the Gator.
Another late in the regular season, I guess I should say, play here we go out to Laurel High School, but it's Shenango making a name for himself. The second baseman, Tyler Hauk, a diving play towards second base on the backhand, flips it with the glove all in one motion to start the 4-6-3 double play. Literally is a play that you dream of. Tyler Hauk, one of your Diamond Sports semifinalists.
I mean, that's just a senior inexperience right there. That right there is why the Wildcats can make a deep run.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice diving play. Glove flipped for 1 to 2. I'll just say it right now, folks. There's your Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Give him the shirt now. Tyler Hauk to Trey Ross to Sam Patton. 4-6-3 twin killer. Oh, that's one you dream of right there.
I don't think we're going to see anything better than that today, or maybe even the rest of the
I'm not sure.
What a play.
We just talked about your Melee Play of the Year coming up.
There you go.
And the final Diamond Sport Play of the Year nomination, and it was one of the final plays that we saw throughout this entire 2024-2025 sports season, takes us out to Beardfield at Nittany Lion Softball Park. Union looking to wrap up their state championship victory, and they do it with a little bit of style. How about a 3-4-3 putout? Yes, the second baseman getting the nod again. Maggie Joseph off the deflection from Liv Benedict.
This one lined off the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered, and did they get her? They did! Put it down now, folks. There's your Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Off of Benedict's glove, the second baseman, Maggie Joseph, grabs it in shallow right field, bounces it to Benedict, who gets her toe on the bag in time to retire Arissa Gardner. No way!
Well, there it is, your 16 semifinalists for your 2024-25 Maley Chiropractic Play of the Year. Again, take a look on social media. We'll have voting on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram. You combine all those votings together is how we'll come up with our winners of each of the 4 semifinal matches. And then we'll have a new voting thread come out on Thursday going for your final Maley Chiropractic Play of the Year champions. Thanks again to everybody being a part of this. 16 final plays. We had 7 different sports being represented, 8 different sports actually being represented. And then, of course, all 8 schools are represented somewhere here in these as well. It's been a lot of fun. Big thanks to Maley Chiropractic, one of our first and continued sponsors throughout our first 5 years here of the Lawrence County Sportsnet. Big thanks to LCAP as always, and thanks to you for tuning in and all the fan voting. Can't wait to see what's coming up here in the next few days. What else is coming up? Remember, on Wednesday we'll have our first live show of the year as we preview the whole season and the Week 0 games as well, and getting you ready for Kickoff Friday. Again, Penn Hills traveling to Newcastle and Neshannock traveling to Mohawk. I'm James Dotson. So long, and stay tuned on the Lawrence County Sportsnet, powered by LCAP.